One of the worst things that we can do for our investment portfolios is to invest in the today, 3 inches in front of our faces. For example, the financials of a particular company might look amazing today. Revenues can be growing, margins can be amazing, balance sheet can be pristine. And consequently, we might be eager to buy the stock. But this might not be the best thing to do. Just because things look good today does not mean that they will look good in 3 years from now. Remember the stock of Match Group Inc.? At some point, online dating was the future. Match.com, Tinder, it was the future until it wasn't. Now the stock is down 80%. At some point, PayPal was the future. Even Elon Musk was involved in PayPal. But this was during the time that there was a problem to solve. Since then, he moved on a long time ago to create the future, while many investors kept looking at the beautiful looking financials, getting sucked into a cheap stock. Now, the stock is down almost 90%. The world is moving fast today, but the best thing that you can do for yourself is to look 3 to 5 years into the future. Is the company or stock of my choice going to be useful to society in 3 to 5 years from now? Let's take a look at Duolingo as an example. The stock is down more than 80%. And some investors are buying the stock because it looks cheap. But are people going to use Duolingo to learn foreign languages in 3 to 5 years? Do you remember the stock of Check Inc.? It was a hot stock that had a subscription-based educational technology platform primarily used by high school and college students for 24/7 homework help. People were in love with the stock because the financials looked fantastic. Then ChatGPT came along and caused the stock of Check Inc. to pretty much go to zero. So how can we prevent this from happening? How can we minimize such risk? Well, we can invest in the future. We can look where the puck is going, not where the puck is or where the puck was in the past. But there's a catch. You see, we want a margin of safety. Actually, the reason why we get burned is because the success stories of the past give us the margin of safety. We feel that we have a margin of safety when we invest in PayPal or Adobe. Revenues are there, margins are great, PE ratios are low, so we feel safe. And then boom, we lose our shirts. That's so unfair. We are so irresponsible. We study the financials and yet we lose our money while the reckless gamblers just bought the high-flying stocks and made all of the money. And that's the problem. The way most people invest in the future does not have much margin of safety. Let's say you invest in OpenAI, assuming, of course, you are allowed to invest in OpenAI because OpenAI currently is not a public company. OpenAI just raised $110 billion at a valuation close to $1 trillion. And I'm sure that you have seen all of the negative media about OpenAI. The financials do not look pretty. The valuation is very high. And yes, you are investing in the future, but you are taking huge risk for not such a great upside. Because the big upside has already been made by the venture capital. Another example, Anthropic. Anthropic is now disrupting all the software companies. Great, this is the future. I want to invest in this future. Well, Anthropic is not a public company yet, but it already has a $380 billion valuation. And by the time it goes public, who knows what the valuation will be? 500 billion? 1 trillion? So our price tag for this great future will be high, while the venture capital will have already made all the gains and will have already moved on to another opportunity. But there is a way to invest in the future with a lot more margin of safety an enormous upside. But you have to rewire your brain. You have to go to a place where the investment industry does not want you to go. Penny stock land. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to buy any penny stocks. Okay, fine. Then don't. Stay poor and keep making average or horrible returns. But if you want to be open-minded, let's talk about 4 trends of the future, and then I will give you my picks. First, copper. Now, everybody is catching on. Stan Druckenmiller is investing in copper. Chamath is investing in copper. The thesis is simple. Electrification needs copper. Electric cars consume 4 times as much copper as regular cars. AI needs copper for data centers. But the mining industry has underinvested in finding new copper deposits. And the existing copper mines are running out of copper. Copper is simply a no-brainer if you are looking 3 years into the future. Stocks with good copper mines or copper deposits are going to be in great demand. Next, plastic recycling. For decades, the world has tolerated plastic waste going into the landfills or oceans. No more. Now, there is tremendous pressure from the governments and regulators on plastic producers to find a way to deal with the plastic problem. They need to find a solution to plastic recycling, or it will cost them dearly. So, if you can find a stock that has a solution to plastic recycling at a cheap price, you can become richer than you ever thought was possible. Next, cannabis. Let me ask you this. Do you think that cannabis is going to be legal or illegal in, let's say, 5 years? Donald Trump recently said that he will reschedule the plant. Today, 3 inches in front of people's face, the stocks in the industry are absolutely hated. So if you find a stock that is doing okay in the current environment, but will explode when the plant is legal, well, you found yourself a lottery ticket with a lot of margin of safety. Next, sports betting. Sports betting has only been legal in the United States since 2018. This is like online dating before it really exploded. Companies in the sports betting industry are still trying to figure out how to make money from this. What if you invested in a company that is helping venues, casinos, fighting ventures, horse racing ventures to have their own sports books platforms? This might also be a winning lottery ticket if you buy it at a cheap valuation. And that's exactly the idea. Buy the future before venture capital already made all the gains. My pick for the copper theme is Oracle Resource Corp with the ticker symbol OCO and ORRCF. Value versus price. Well, Oracle owns an asset with a net present value of $4.5 billion with copper prices at the current level, while the price tag or the market cap is only $100 million. Margin of safety? Well, huge. Upside? Huge. And upside even huger with the future copper price exploding. So this is a completely different story from buying the stock of, let's say, SpaceX at God knows what the valuation will be. Here you are buying the future with the margin of safety, but the upside belongs to us, not the venture capital firms. For the plastic recycling theme, my pick is Aduro Clean Technologies, ticker symbol ADUR. A solution to plastic recycling is desperately needed. This is a $1 trillion problem. And guess what? Aduro has the solution. And no, you're not paying a $300 billion price tag. You are paying $300 million price tag. Again, if you want the upside for yourself, Aduro might be your pick. If you want upside to the founders and venture capital firms, well, then wait for SpaceX to go public at a $1 trillion valuation. Then you can say, I helped Elon Musk become the first trillionaire. Noble goal, if you ask me. For legalizing the plant theme, my pick is Leaf Brands, ticker symbol LEEF and LEEEF. They produce an extract from the plant for the top brands in California. For years, the company was not able to grow revenues and margins were absolutely horrible. This is because they had to source the material from 200 independent farms. Well, recently, they put their own farm into production, margins exploded and will continue exploding, and the price tag of the company or market cap is less than the value of the farm. So you are buying the future at a cheap price. Finally, GOAT Industries, ticker symbol GOAT and BGTTF for the sports betting theme. GOAT Industries owns a subsidiary called BetSource. BetSource has a technology that helps venues such as casinos to have their own sports books. The upside is enormous. The price tag is low. In summary, based on what I said, you can do one of three things. One, invest in today in stocks that look good today on paper, look cheap today, but have questionable futures. Maybe they're going to be around, maybe not. Two, you can invest in the future with very little upside for yourself because the upside has already been extracted by the founders and venture capital. Think SpaceX, Anthropic, OpenAI, when they of course become public. Or three, you can invest in the future, have a big margin of safety. Upside is yours. But the catch is that you have to rewire your brain and embrace microcap stocks or penny stocks.